Steven Hiroyuki. Steve Aoki is an American electro house musician, Grammy Award-nominated record producer and a founder of Dim Mak Records. He is widely known for his acrobatic crowd surfing stunts, throwing cake at fans, spraying champagne bottles, and riding rafts on the dance floor. Biography: Steven Hiroyuki Aoki was born in Miami, Florida, and grew up in Newport Beach, California. He graduated from Newport Harbor High School in 1995, where he was a star player on the varsity badminton team. He is the third child of Rocky Aoki and Chizuru Kobayashi. His father was a former Japanese wrestler who also founded the restaurant chain Benihana. He has two older siblings, sister Kana, and brother Kevin. He also has three half-siblings, all of whom are younger, half-brother Carl and half-sisters Echo and Devon, a model and actress. As a child, Steve lived with his grandfather and grandmother, his mother, and his two older siblings. Aoki attended the University of California, Santa Barbara and graduated with 2 BAs. One in feminist studies and the other in sociology. In college, he produced do-it-yourself records and ran underground concerts out of his Beaker Rooms in the Santa Barbara Student Housing Cooperative, which was located in Isla Vista, a section of residential land adjacent to UCSB. As a concert venue, the apartment became known as the Pickle Patch. By his early 20s, Aoki had built his own record label, which he named Dim Mak. It is speculated this is in reference to the alleged cause of death of his childhood hero, Bruce Lee, but may also be a reference to a 1970s comic book martial arts phenomenon known as Count Dante. He has also been in numerous bands, including This Machine Kills, which released an album on Abolishing Records, Esperanza, and The Fire Next Time. Music career: Aoki founded his own label, Dim Mak Records, in 1996. The label has released music by other electro house artists such as MSTRKRFT, The Bloody Beat Roots, Felix Cartel and Mustard Pimp, as well as by Klaxons, Infected Mushroom, Scanners, Whitey, and Mystery Jets. Aoki is a club promoter and DJ. He has teamed up with Blake Miller of the LA-based band Moving Units to produce remixes. The duo of Miller and Aoki work under the moniker Weird Science. In May 2006, Aoki became a board member for MC5 bassist Michael Davis. Music is Revolution Foundation, a non-profit organization that provides music education support within public schools. Aoki's debut mix album, Pillowface and His Airplane Chronicles, was released in January 2008. He had an essential mix that aired on BBC Radio 1 on August 2, 2008 and again on October 27, 2012. Aoki's latest solo album, Wonderland, was released January 2012 and features guest vocalists and musicians LMFAO, Kid Cudi, K, Travis Barker, will.i.am also known as Zupa BLAHQ, Winter Gordon, Rivers Cuomo, Lil Jon, Kiddy Bang, Lava Folks of CSS, Big John Duncan, and others. He was nominated for a Grammy for the Best Dance Album category for Wonderland. Aoki has been busy in the studio collaborating with other fellow producer friends and thus far has released singles with the Bloody Beat Roots, Armand Van Helden of Duck Sauce, Afrojack, Laid Back Luke, Ty, Sidney Sampson, Tiesto. In his interviews, Twitter feed or from his YouTube channel, he has shown teasers or has discussed doing future collaborations with Diplo, Knife Party, Datsik, Chris Lake, Rune, Iggy Azalea, Anger Dimmers, and Dirtaphonics. He has remixed many artists and bands, including Jackson 5, Drake, Kanye West, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Mike Posner, Girls' Generation, All American Rejects, Refused, The Killers, Bass Nectar, Lenny Kravitz, Block Party, Snoop Dogg, Robin Thicke, SPA, Kid Cudi, Farnando Oviedo, Chester French and Peaches. He remixed the track, When the Wind Blows, that features on the UK edition of the All American Rejects 2008 album When the World Comes Down. On November 10, 2009, Aoki released a remix for Drake's song Forever. The song features Drake, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Eminem. The track made it to the top of Hype Machine's chart in December 2009. Through relentless touring he gained huge support from colleges. Performing an average of 250 shows a year, he has recently started touring with production via bus tours like the Spring 2012 Dead Meat Tour. He headlined more than 55 cities and 60 dates across the United States and Canada. Many of the artists Aoki collaborates with make appearances on tour with him. He has played lesser-traveled regions. In 2009 he played a show in Beijing, China with Diplo at a night organized by promoters Splitworks. In March 2010 Aoki released I'm in the House, a collaboration with Super Blahq, alter ego of the Black Eyed Peas singer will.i.am. The song charted at number 29 in the UK singles chart in its first week of release. Producer-songwriter Lucas Secon confirmed in a May 2010 interview with Headquarters that he and Rivers Cuomo had recently worked with Aoki on a single. In July 2012, Aoki was added to the Pollstar Top 100 North American Tours in their 2012 mid-year report. The list designated Aoki as the highest-grossing dance artist in North America for the first half of the year. On December 11, 2012, Aoki released his first EP It's the End of the World as We Know It, which includes 3 songs. Aoki finished in 6th place in the 2013 America's Best DJ competition, a vote and promotion to find out the country's most popular DJ conducted by DJ Times Magazine and Pioneer DJ. On October 11, 2013, Aoki collaborated with Linkin Park on the song A Light That Never Comes that was included on the remix album, Recharged 18 Days Later. Several remixes of the song were added on the January 2014 digital download EP A Light That Never Comes. Guest appearances: he was featured in the video games NBA 2K8 and NBA 2K9 as a special celebrity player, even though he admits to being terrible at basketball. He makes cameos in the videos for Cobra Starship's 2007 single Send My Love to the Dance Floor, I'll See You in Hell, and the Sounds single Tony the Beat. On January 2012, Steve Aoki released new tracks on Turntable FM in conjunction with Soul Republic headphones, making him the first established artist to fully orchestrate a listening session using the platform. Aoki appeared in an episode of the CW's new superhero series Arrow on March 20, 2013 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He was playing himself, spinning at the grand opening of Oliver Queen's fictional nightclub. Aoki made a cameo appearance in rapper Kid Cudi's video Just What I Am. He also appeared in an Antifa ad for PETA, an organization he says he's supported since he was 14 years old. Discography: studio albums, EPs, mix albums, singles, as lead artist, as featured artist, remixes, Michael Jackson Dancing Machine, Autoerotique Gladiator, NASA Gifted, Chris Cornell Part of Me, Chester French She Loves Everybody, The Killers Spaceman, Fact Rise, All American Rejects The Wind Blows, Good Charlotte Misery, SPA. Pets Dance, Lenny Kravitz Dance Until Dawn, Robin Thicke Magic, Duran Duran Skin Divers, Drake Forever, Weezer If You're Wondering If I Want You To, I Want You To, Kid Cudi Pursuit of Happiness, Klaxons Echoes, Bass Nectar Red Step, Girls' Generation Mr. Taxi, Mike Posner Looks Like Sex, Lady Gaga Government Hooker, Psycho White Push M, Tigger, What You Need, Army of the Universe Kill the FDJ, Dirtophonics feat. Foreign Beggars No Stopping Us, Travis Barker and Wolf Push M. References. External links: official website, The LA Times article, Dim Mak Records website, Steve Aoki on MySpace, Weird Science on MySpace, Steve Aoki on SoundCloud, UCSB student interview with Steve Aoki, The Santa Barbara Independent article, interview with Steve Aoki, Submerge Magazine, December 2008, interview by Maximum Minimal, April 2009, interview by Clueplanet, May 2010, Steve Aoki on RCRDLBL, Steve Aoki DJ list, Steve Aoki interview at Mute Control, wife, Amel Aoki.